Sinech ite. We do the talk inside talk. Sinech ite. We do the talk inside talk.
Hey, bestie.
Hey, bestie.
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 Bestie. This is Joshi.
This is Melly Chi.
And now we're ready to serve some tea.
Clink.
I
love
swear
it.
to God, that intro
love
that
the
we
intro.
thought about, it's very cute.
Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah. The
The clink is the one that
Yeah.
got me at the end too. I'm so uncomfortable. What is this pillow? What is it? Why is it just stuffed behind my back? I think it's to help my scoliosis, bitch. Like,
So, first of all, this is our first episode of No Taboos.
welcome, welcome, welcome. First of all, okay.
And for today's episode, we're going to talk about 16 to 40.
Yeah, that's our little title. But before that, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, actually. Look at my eyeliner.
Oh, what is it giving?
It's giving Chinese culture.
Very much so. Very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah.
Love that. It's giving also, I'm about to touch my eyebrows.
Yeah.
It's like you're like, compete, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period. But how about your face?
Did you?
I'm sorry.
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
I hate you so much. What do you mean? It's like, what about your
I'm
face?
sorry that went off with, like, I'm gonna rephrase that question.
I hate
What about your
you.
makeup?
My makeup is giving simple. It's giving fresh.
your-
It's giving
like your
vibrant. But then
I swear that's your go-to makeup.
it is.
With
It
the red
is.
eyeshadow thing
Because
and the
I'm
eyelashes.
a coward, Josh. I am a person of what is it called? Damn, I forgot what it's called. But I repeat everything. Like I don't like to try new things very
You
much.
want to have things
A
constantly?
creature of habit is what I was trying to say.
Okay. Okay.
So like my makeup looks like this every single time because it loo's good, and why do you want to mess up something that's not broke?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So, not talking about the makeup,
Yeah.
I wanna ask you about your childhood.
My childhood.
Since we're now besties, we're being so close together for the past few weeks.
Yours.
But I wanna know about your childhood.
What exactly do you want to know about my childhood?
Well, so basically, our episode for today is we're gonna talk about old foreigners
Yeah.
from other countries that is gonna come to the Philippines, and they decide to date someone way older than them.
Older, younger.
Way
Younger.
younger. Sorry, my bad.
That makes more sense.
Yeah,
Because
way
like
younger than them.
I've definitely seen like a lot of that happen. It's like it's a difficult topic to tackle.
It is a very difficult
because,
topic to tackle.
How do you tell people that like what you're doing might not be the best decision? And these are people that are like fresh. These are people that have like a lot of energy within them, and they want to do things like what your tattoo, for example. We had a discussion about your tattoo. What?
Why are you talking about my
It's
tattoo?
because it's just there. We had we had a
okay.
conversation before
Okay.
about the tattoo, and you did it. It was an impulsive decision as like a person that was younger, and so I feel like that's what young people are doing now. But basically, the topic, just to clear things up, the topic is about older men coming to the Philippines, which I've seen quite a lot, and dating younger women,
Younger,
Filipino-
way younger women.
Yeah,
Let's
way,
we're not
way
just
younger
talking
women.
about 2 to 3 years of gap. We're talking about 20
Yeah.
to 30
To
years
30
gap.
years of gap. It's
Yeah.
insane. It is insane.
It is
to
really
me.
insane. And some of the stories that I've read about is there's a 52-year-old
Yeah.
guy, and he's dating like a 22-year-old woman
Was that
girl.
the same one I saw on YouTube? Did you see that one too?
No, actually
No.
not.
So I saw an episode, not an episode, but it was a YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't about the older guy dating the younger woman,
Mm-hmm.
Filipino woman to be exact. But it was about a foreign man that came to the Philippines and unfortunately lost all his money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I didn't get into the video too much. However, within the video, he mentioned his age,
Mm-hmm.
and he also mentioned the age of the girl that he was dating at the time. And then
Mm-hmm.
he mentioned the age of another girl that he ended up dating later on. And I saw a pattern that these women were well, not even women. I cannot call them that. These young
Cannot be
girls,
considered
these
as
young
women.
girls were
Mm-hmm.
dating this old man, and it happens quite a lot. This is what I've noticed. That's why it caught my attention so much, and that's why we agreed to talk about this on
Yeah.
the podcast because
Mm-hmm.
it's a little alarming. I mean,
It is though. It is. But for me personally,
Yeah.
I am a person of with the motto that age does not matter, but it has to have boundaries.
sure, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Age
Yeah.
doesn't sure. Well, age doesn't matter really. I don't like ride on that 100% because
Mm-hmm.
at a certain point, it has to be enough. For
Mm-hmm.
example, my parents
Yeah.
have like a 10-year gap between
My
them.
parents
If I'm not
have a
mistaken.
7-year-old gap.
Exactly. And so for me, because I grew up seeing that, for me, that's what's right.
Yeah.
Maybe they have parents that have had gaps that are a little larger. I don't know. And therefore, they believe that that gap is acceptable. But for me, because I grew up seeing that, my personal choice would be to date people that either are less than the 10-year gap or at least don't exceed it. The 10 is like the limit and
Yeah,
that's it.
10 is the limit
Yeah.
for me.
So you wouldn't date like someone that's way older than you. What if it was someone like handsome, like someone super handsome, looked like came from a good background, gave you everything, showed you all the love, blah blah blah. Would you date this person?
Actually, it would depend on the situation for
Yeah.
me. It's because how do I put this? It depends on the person of how he or she wins my heart.
Right.
You know?
So you do right on the whole age doesn't matter thing.
Yeah, I do right, but it really depends.
That's what I'm saying. Like if because there are people
abo-
that look really good, yeah, for
but
their
how,
age.
But how about you? Would you ride on the age doesn't matter thing, even if he has everything?
You know
but
what?
he wait, let me finish.
Right.
He has everything. He looks good, even if he's way older. Like let's talk about 53 or 54 years of age, and he looks like 30 or something. And then he has a company, and he has like everything that you want, everything that you need, and then he wants to win you over, and you're currently around 25 years old. Would you go with that kind of relationship?
See, first of all, material things don't really matter to me as much because like I was fortunate enough to like grow up comfortable and it doesn't impress me. So like everything they have, I have convinced myself that I can get myself. So it really doesn't faze me. What really matters to me is personality and I won't say looks don't matter. And so if this person looks younger, like way younger, he's had some work done, for example, I don't know, Bestie. Honestly, I don't know.
It
I
really
don't
depends
think
on the situation also,
it really
right?
depends on the situation. Also, I cannot know how old he is before I develop feelings. It's not, but 50 is too much. I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, actually, 50 is too much.
I don't think I would
But
do
let's
that.
talk about the reason why this is happening in the Philippines.
Yeah.
But it's because from the stories that I've read, the experiences that I've heard,
Yeah.
the reason why they date older men is because of practicality.
Practicality?
Practicality. The reason why young women want to date the older foreign guy
Yeah.
is because the foreign guy has money, and then
Yup.
you get me,
Yup.
you get
Yup.
me where this is
That's the
going.
thing. That's the thing that I also.
Where
It's so sad. It's so sad because they might be doing this, as you said, for practical reasons
practical reasons so that they could also
only.
help their family, and
Exactly.
then that foreign guy who the young
Yeah.
girl is dating is gonna fund the family and get the daughter in return.
Right. But that's buying someone, and I think that's very sad.
It
I
is.
think that's very sad because you come to a. We chose the Philippines because it's one of the
It's very
countries that
common,
has no well yes, but it's one of the countries that has the youngest age of consent.
actually.
And when I see stories of like men coming all the way here just to get someone that is significantly younger, it's a
Way
little
younger.
alarming. It's a little alarming because they know what they're doing and they go to places where women would leap at that opportunity because they know that
It could
financial
help. It could
situations.
help the family.
Exactly. It would
Mm-hmm.
I don't even there are a lot of comments. I saw a TikTok once and
Mm-hmm.
on the comment section it was all about, "Oh, but they do this for the green card and they cheat a lot and they do this and
Yeah.
that." And I'm just like, that I mean, that's wrong too. That is definitely wrong. But
Yeah.
I believe that the person that is coming and pursuing should know better. Of course, there are a lot of cases that like have nothing to do with interest, have nothing to do with like money, have nothing to do with status, have nothing to do with any of that, and they form genuine connections. And I
Yeah.
think you have a story about that. Do you have the script with you?
Yeah,
The
I
little.
have a story. Do you want me to read it?
I do. I want to read a little bit of the stories. So we looked up a few stories of like some people that came all the way to the Philippines, and they wrote down. I think it was Reddit is when we where we
Yeah,
got it from.
Reddit and Quora. Reddit and
Huh.
Quora.
Right. And
Yeah.
so it was just a bunch of people writing down their experiences and how
Wait.
sorry
Yeah, continue.
their experiences and how they felt about foreigners coming to the Philippines for that purpose only. And it was also foreigners writing about their experiences with I'm gonna say Filipino women. Is that what were they mostly women?
Yeah.
Filipino women that dated them, got a green card, and then just left or cheated or did something like that. I mean, it's pretty messed up, guys. Like, besties, come on.
I
Come
mean,
on.
just talking about using a foreign guy just to have a green card.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
But it happens a lot.
It happens a lot.
It
It
happens a
is
lot.
like kind of not great, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's the easiest way possible for a Filipino woman to have green card.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Philippine people wants to go outside of the Philippines because they want to earn more money
Mm-hmm.
because they so that they could provide for the family.
And so, in
And so
your
that
opinion,
and
if.
so that
Yeah.
wait so that they could stay at that country, they would decide to have green card, and the easiest way possible is to, you know,
Yeah.
guy.
But, like, do you believe that the means justify?
Hmm?
Do you think the means justify? As in, do you believe that because it's for the greater good, it's okay to do such things? Because you're helping out your family. Let's say let's walk a mile
Yeah.
in their shoes. You're helping out your family.
I
Do
mean, you're
you-
doing anything that you could
Yeah.
so that you
So,
could help your
in your
family.
opinion, do you believe it's okay to basically lie to someone in order to help someone else?
I mean, it would not be it. I guess if that's the situation, like
Yeah.
I would lie to this old guy so that I could just have green card. It's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason is you need this me as a poor person
Mm-hmm.
that needs to have a green card. It's reasonable for me because I need to help the family.
So what you're saying is it makes sense, but it's not right.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it's not right.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you were looking for a story. Did you find it?
Actually, I am finding it. Mm.
Let's look for the little story. When is it okay or not okay to like date an older partner, for example?
Hmm?
When is it okay and when is it not okay to date someone that's like older, for example?
I think it's okay for you to date an old
Like, what's
guy.
the age limit? I think is what.
I think around like I don't know actually, but here it's a big. It depends on the situation. For me, it really depends on if you're now independent and you decide things for your own good, and then you want to date this old guy. I mean, it's good because you're now independent,
I feel like they're gonna call us ageist for this.
huh?
They're gonna call us ageist for this.
Yeah.
No, but guys, old is just a term that we're using. Please help.
Yeah.
Um, I think,
Yeah. How? Why? What about you?
I think it is okay to make your own decisions
Mm-hmm.
when you're basically
Independent.
old
Independent.
enough.
Yeah.
Not
My
even
point.
independent when you're just when you're old enough. Cause I don't see the purpose of dating a 17-year. What are you gonna talk to a 17-year-old
Actually,
with?
right?
What do you have in common maturity wise? What do you have in common with someone that
Yeah.
is 17 years old, 16
Yeah.
years old?
Yeah.
I cannot see myself having a conversation with someone, not like a regular conversation, but like in a romantic way. I
Mm-hmm.
can't see myself doing that, for example. And I don't get why they would do, because I saw a TikTok that said that maybe it's because they were trying to mold
Yeah.
these
It's
people,
actually. I think it's actually called grooming.
right?
Mm-hmm.
They try to group these people, and it's so messed up. I feel like it's so messed up because these young women slash men cannot can't even make their own decisions because they're afraid of being called immature.
Mm-hmm.
Can't make their own decisions because they're scared of what their partner might think, and
Mm-hmm.
so they mold these young people
Mm-hmm.
into believing that, hey, what I want is what's right and mature,
Yeah.
and what
Actually,
you
good point.
want, yeah, is like, because it for me it doesn't make sense. For me it doesn't make sense. I don't think it's wrong to date, although society has like kind of thingy to swerve this in the I forgot the term.
Yeah, you can do this. You
I'm
can do
sorry,
this.
Bestie.
Let's
Damn.
go, bestie.
This is society has kind of pushed us into thinking that it's okay, not it's okay, but as women we should look for someone that's like at least 3 years older or 4 years
Yeah.
older, or but like if you date someone that's your age, then it's considered, oh, he's too immature. Sometimes they're not.
Actually, actually,
No, no,
yeah.
they do mature later. Boys do
Yeah.
mature later than
I
girls, but
accept
it
that.
doesn't
I
mean
accept that fact
right.
because I have way more experiences with that, guys.
Ooh, tell me more.
That's. But now I forgot the
I'm
story.
sorry. It's just you got me with that one. What do you
Yeah,
mean you had experiences
I
with
have
boys?
those kind of experiences. But talking about your opinion, it's like older guys are just dating. Sorry for the term. Are just like teaching dogs,
Uh huh.
right? Because the reason I think the reason why they date younger women
Yeah.
also is because so that women could be like independently free with the guy. You get my point? Dependently free, to be exact.
Dependently free.
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
Dependent for me. Dependently free is like you cannot, you cannot stand without this guy. You cannot live without this person. You cannot.
But
You
you put
cannot do.
dependent and free in the same sentence.
Yeah, because you're dependently free. So it's like, how do I explain this?
So like financially dependent, but like can make your own decisions.
It's like, how do I explain this? Huh? Dependently free? How do I explain this to
No,
you?
I mean like let's reorganize the thoughts.
Let's reorganize the thought.
Right.
For me, that's why old men date younger women is because so that they could teach the ano they could teach the girl I don't see the sense.
I love how you like started the sentence and now you're like, I don't see what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
fine.
actually.
No. Cause like, okay, you were talking about how like they want to mold them in
Yeah.
order for them to be
Yeah, and the fact that the old guy is molding the younger the younger women,
yeah
so that so in result,
yeah
the young girl is
yeah.
now dependently free with that person. She cannot do anything without that old guy.
That's what's kind of cause what is dependently free?
Dependently free, like she cannot live without this person. She cannot she cannot do anything without this person. Like, oh, I don't want to leave you. I want you.
Oh, she
I,
doesn't want to, not she
yeah, like
cannot
she's overly attached with that
of the incentive.
because of the thought that the guy is like molded that girl. Do you
I
get me?
think I think that is called what is that called? Um
You can do this, bestie.
oh, I forgot the term, but you know when you like when someone kidnaps you and then you fall
Actually,
in love with that person or you
actually,
start
yeah.
to form an attachment to that person or you
Yeah.
start to pity them, whether
Mm.
it's love, pity, fear, it then turns it into some type of emotion. I
Like
feel like that's
gaslighting or some sort.
it's not really gaslighting.
It's not, no, it's not really gaslighting, but like some sort of manipulate or something.
Yeah, well, they don't really manipulate them into into having feelings with them. It's just they just come because they've spent too much time with them. For example, if I kidnap you and you live with me for a year, you then start to 360 something. What was that?
365 DNI.
Right, that's a
Yeah.
very good example of that. We are swerving away from the topic a lot. Let's go
Yeah.
back to the
Actually.
to the
But
story.
about the story,
Yeah.
here's the story that I read in Quora. So this is I quote unquote. I met my sweet Filipina girl on a dating site
Yeah.
and we chatted for almost 4 months before I went to meet her in General Trias, Cavite province. I was drawn to her because of her work ethic and love of her family. She worked at the SM Mall in Bacoor
Yeah.
for next to nothing and still managed to send her family 1,000 pesos per month. We chatted 2 times per day before and after she goes to work, nonstop, since we have met. She is the most amazing young lady I have ever met, and after 1 year and 3 visits to be with her, we are so much in love.
Yeah.
She shares a studio apartment with her friend with no air conditioning, shower, or hot water. She has never once complained to me about her life because she is truly happy. She cooks her rice when she gets home at night, and in the morning when she wakes up normally, she has sardines, egg, or just vegetables with it.
Yeah.
When she splurges, she will buy fresh fish and sweet potato leaves to make her favorite fish soup.
That's cute.
She comes from a poor family in Leyte province, but they raised her with self-respect, love, and work ethic that I have rarely seen in the US. Oh, this is good
This
because
is one of the good stories.
Filipino parents really teach their young kids to be like, oh, you need not your hindi ka pwedeng maging tamad-tamaran kasi you need to have money, you need to earn money for you to be like this, for you to be like this in the status, you
Yeah.
know.
No,
And
this is
then
one of those good stories then. It's not
Yeah.
like one of the bad stories
Yeah,
where
yeah,
like, oh no,
actually.
that's good. See, this is one of the good cases where people actually find
Yeah,
love
but
and stuff. But how old
actually,
was he?
because not all 16 to 40 are bad.
Please don't say 16 to 40 and not bad in the same sentence. 60, because how old is she?
Well, here it is. She never once asked me for money just to send her kisses. Just to send her kisses and hugs in our Skype chats
No,
before
but
we
how
say
old is
goodnight.
she?
I am 58 and
Uh-huh.
she is 27. And to us, that does not matter.
You see? No, I think 27 is a reasonable age.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable age.
27 is a reasonable age, actually. Yeah, for me, it's
57
good.
though. But like I mean, reasonable age, it doesn't mean like I would do that in this case. Reasonable age to me means she's old enough to do whatever she wants to
She's
do.
independent, actually.
Yes, she is
Yeah.
old enough to do what she wants to do. She understands what she is doing, and therefore I don't think it's much of a problem. Do you have another story to read for us,
Wait,
though?
it's not finished.
Oh, it's not finished.
Yeah,
This
it's
is too
really.
long.
This is
Let's
too
read something
long.
else because it's a
No,
good
let's.
story.
We're gonna finish it.
Guys, in the comment section below, if you want long stories next time, please tell us because I'm. Are you actually gonna read the whole story?
Yeah, it's almost finished
Okay,
actually.
okay,
And
sorry.
to us, that does not matter.
Yeah.
Her family adores me because I love their daughter.
Yeah.
Mine, on the other hand, are like many commenting on this post, judgmental, citing stereotypes that all young Filipino women that seek older white Americans are gold diggers. While older American men are perverts, losers, or just creepy. Here's another shocker that only does not she want my money, but she wishes to stay in the Philippines after we marry. She could never leave her family, and I could not ask her to live, huh? And I could not ask her to. We will live there close to her parents. I retire in the U.S. in 23 months, and we will be together forever, God willing.
That's cute. That's very cute.
Yeah.
It's so sad when people have like super negative comments about someone that you actually genuinely
Yeah,
love.
that was a genuine story. It
It's
was good.
it's sad. It is so sad. But I feel like that's literally what we're doing. We're like, no, it's true because we're talking about 16 to 40. Of course, it's not the same concept
Yeah.
because she's mature. She's old.
She's mature.
Right.
And she's independent and she
Ex-
can decide things for her own.
Exactly. We're
Exactly.
talking about children.
Yeah.
We're talking about children. I don't see the point. I don't see the point in taking advantage of the age of consent here. I do not see the point of taking advantage of the fact that people need financial aid. I don't see the point of coming to a country just because you know that you're guaranteed to have someone like and that's younger than you because like I've talked to a lot of friends and they've openly said, well, in the States, we're losers. But when we come here, a lot of people like flock and want to talk to us and want to do this and want to do that. And I was just like, okay, fair enough. However, what exactly do you have to change about yourself? Because like it's saying something. If like everyone around your community, you know, is dodging, what are you doing wrong? What is something that you can change? What is something that you can improve? I don't know. That's just
I
my
don't know, actually.
2 cents. That's just my 2 cents on it. Anywho's,
Anywho's.
let's lighten up the topic. Let's lighten it up a little. Let's talk about your experiences that you're running away from. Yes, Josh. What are these experiences?
The experience is the fact that
Have you ever dated someone that was way older, or like you dated someone that was way younger?
no, not me.
Yeah.
But I know someone
Yeah.
like how to say this? How ano nga yung English ng parang how do I say this? Very annoying, ganon. Yung parang mabilis mapikon, ganon. Parang immature. He really thinks like immature.
Yeah.
But they have, in this relationship, they just have 7-year-old gap.
Yeah.
But the girl is way older. Yeah, and this story is about you telling me that women are mature, gets mature faster than men.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because and this in this relationship, they always fight because of how the men think. Like
How so?
in a normal day, in a normal basis, the woman asks the man that, oh, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And etc. etc. And the guy is like, oh yeah, we can do that. We can do that. And so everything's like is
I don't
smooth.
understand. She asked permission to do certain things?
Actually, yeah, because there's in a relationship, they ran a business actually.
Ah, okay. That makes more sense. Because I was like, does she need permission to like go out?
Yeah,
Does she-
they run a business.
Yeah.
They're business partners and they're also in a relationship. And how do I put this? Also, in a normal day-to-day basis, the guy always spends.
way too much.
Yeah, like not recording the transcripts.
Yeah.
Because in a business they need to like have these kind of records so that they could compute everything and they could balance everything at the end. You know, and so
And
uh
that's where the maturity comes in.
yeah,
Okay.
because it just really like, oh, okay, you can have this. Oh, yeah, you can have that. You can have that, and
Yeah.
everything. And in the end, the guy fights the girl because of how the way he acts.
That's stupid.
Right?
That's a
See?
little dumb. That's a little dumb, I'm gonna admit.
See?
No, but that's
Like-
not what I thought you meant by experiences, bestie. Are you?
Well, you asked me and I just
That
answered.
is not what I meant about experiences, but fine.
Well,
Anywho's.
I mean, it was my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love how you whispered that on a very loud mic.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that and actually it really happens very often.
Yeah.
Very often. And then they're gonna fight very in a very loud fight. It was a very like
Yeah.
physical. It comes to physical fighting also.
Yeah.
And then after that they're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And then it's like a cycle. It's like a cycle. The guy never learns.
That is something. Something. Do you have more stories to read now? More stories to read. It's like Josh is running away from the fact that he has other things to read. We literally listed down so many other stories. Do you
Well,
have others?
actually, excuse me, you asked me about that experience.
I did.
Yeah.
Thank you for
and you're
sharing.
blaming me?
I'm not
because-
blaming you. I'm saying you're running away from other stories.
Oh, so here's another story that I
Yeah.
read in Quora.
Yeah.
So they marry you for your money and green card, then they have multiple affairs. Until then, they can come to the States, take you for everything you got, and run off.
Ooh.
And they will get support because you were dumb enough on the application to say you will sponsor them. If you ever think these women are marrying you for love and not money, you're only kidding yourself. These are the types of stories that are like marrying old men for green card. What do you think? What's your
I-
takeaway in that? kind of
My
situation?
takeaway is this is a hurt man. This is a very hurt man that, and rightfully so. I mean, it's messed up. It's not it's messed up
it
that
is.
happened to him.
Yeah.
However,
However, okay. Let's hear
however,
that. However,
I believe, not I believe, when you come to a place, a country, city, town, what have you, for a reason, and the reason is to get married, vet your options. Understand who they are. Learn their behavioral patterns. Meet their family, and sometimes that doesn't help because families are in it as well because they need it. But then try and be a little bit more cautious of who you marry and
Yeah.
how fast you take them. Because I've seen so many situations of like guys coming over here. I don't know if women do that too, but like guys coming over here, they spend literally 2 weeks. They meet someone
and then they marry.
and then
Like,
so they go back.
and they go back.
They maintain communication, and if that works out, they come back, marry them, then take them back. And so you do that, and most of your relationship is at a distance. So it's long distance relationships. You don't really know how this person acts. You've never lived with this person. You've never actually gone on enough dates. You don't know this person. But you decide to marry them. Again, this is
it's
a very
just like basically intrusive thoughts.
well, yeah, yeah, but also it's the rule of thumb. No, every finger is a
What
every
is the
thumb's a
rule of thumb?
Every thumb's a finger, but not every finger is a thumb, and so not every story applies to this genre specifically. But it happens. And so we're not trying to generalize, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't happen to everyone. They don't
Yeah.
all come here to get someone and then go back. That's not what we're saying. But it does happen a lot.
It does.
It does happen a lot.
It
And it's
does.
worrisome. It's like dude, do you not understand that this is for your own good as well?
Yeah.
You know, it's not even about like let's run away from the 16 thing about the underage
Yeah.
situation. Let's focus on how you view this situation as like a mature adult that marries or meets another mature adult that just wants to get married very quickly without any background checks and nothing. They don't even get to meet this person. They don't even get to meet the family sometimes because the family doesn't approve because, again, they think that this whole thing is a mistake because it's too fast, too quick. It's how older generations view things. And I agree to a certain extent. It's a little too quick for my liking.
It
And
does.
so,
And
yeah.
for me, I really believe that when you decide that you want to get married, you meet a person, you get to know that person
Yeah.
very, very good, and you know, just to really know about this kind of person, whose person are he or she is circulating with, her
Your
family.
friends.
Yeah.
Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah,
If your friends are
actually.
out partying all night, every night, you take them home, you get married to them, then you complain that they're partying. This is something that I also don't understand. People that like come and then try and change you even after accepting you. I understand evolving. I understand growing. I
Yeah.
understand changing with someone, compromising, but I don't understand people that will get into your life, be
And
like,
then
"Oh no, what you're
accepting.
doing is okay," and then
Yeah.
afterwards get angry
And
at you for
then
what
when
you're.
you get married, and then you both always
Oh yeah,
fight,
100%.
is because you said that you accepted this kind of
Like,
attitude,
what am I
and
supposed
then
to do?
afterwards you're just gonna, oh, why are you like that?
Yeah.
Why are you acting like this way? Why are you
Yeah.
always partying? Why are you so immature?
Has
And
this
then
ever happened to you? Have you been in a relationship whereby like someone accepted you and then later on was like, I don't like what you do. You never happened to you? Oh, then I've just been in too many toxic relationships.
oh, do tell,
Because
honey,
it's been horrific. It's been horrific.
do tell, Bessie.
No, because like I'm a very clingy person. I'm a very lovey-dovey person. Da 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 da.
I can
And
tell.
okay, you know what?
Okay,
So I
continue.
love cuddles. I love all of that, and I'm a very physically touched person. However, it starts being suffocating if that's not if they're not ready to receive that amount of like love and that love language specifically. I have been in relationships whereby I'll be lovey-dovey now and they'll be like, oh my God, I've never seen this. People sometimes are very shy to like show their affection and emotion and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not like that. I'm very open. When I'm sad, you'll see it. When I'm happy, you'll see it. When I feel like hugging you, I will hug you, so on and so forth. And they appreciate that in the beginning. And then later on, it's a problem. Because, dude, this is too much. Dude, suffocating. Dude, I can't call every single day, which is ridiculous to me because what do you mean you can't communicate with me? I talk to my friends every day. What does that mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, about the call situation.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude has other lives also.
Yeah, you can have a life.
Yeah.
You can have a life.
But what kind of call are we even talking about?
Just
Like,
to check in.
just like
Hey,
1 minute like that.
how are you doing? I don't need to spend a whole day talking to you in order for me to be okay. It's just that we don't live together.
Yeah. So you just really need an update.
Yeah, just
On
like,
what they
hey,
are
or
doing.
texting, they're like, hey, I'm going to be busy this afternoon.
okay,
Replies
okay.
are going to be slow.
Okay,
Or,
touche.
Yeah.
Understandable.
What do you think? You feel like, I feel like you're on the other side of the spectrum.
No,
No?
actually, I understand that. That's bare minimum.
That is bare minimum.
It
Thank
is
you.
bare minimum.
It is bare minimum. But a lot of people think that that's effort.
No.
Yeah.
No.
A lot of people think that that's a lot of effort that they're putting in. They're like, oh, I have other things to do, therefore I cannot.
Maybe they're just really
Text.
like lazy.
Yeah. No. I think they don't truly care. People that do that do not truly care.
Mm.
And eventually we'll find someone that does. Anywho.
Anywho,
Oh, that was a little heavy. Why did I say that?
going back to that topic,
Oh, yeah. Do
to
you have more stories to read?
1640, I do have another
Oh, you do
story.
have another story.
Do
to
you
read.
have stories to tell?
I do not have stories to read. I thought you have the stories.
Oh, this is also another story. So, in general, I think they follow the lead of their daughter. Some really cynical people believe that the parents just make their daughter date an old Westerner in hopes they'll get some money.
Yeah. Ooh.
See, I think they're just selling off their daughter for the money.
Mm.
I really didn't see that when I lived there. I dated some girls whose parents were far younger than me, and no one batted an eye. Even pretty young girls, for sure, you can't date girls under 18. Thankfully, this guy is,
Oh, he has some sense.
yeah, he has some
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, you can't even be alone in their company,
Yeah.
but you can at least talk with them in front of other grown-ups. A 17-year-old girl, for some reason, got a big crush on me, and she wanted to get a tattoo of my name above her butt.
Oh.
A 17-year-old girl.
A tramp stamp.
Damn.
Ooh, she wanted to get a tramp stamp.
What kind of?
I feel like that's insane.
It is
I feel like
insane. A
that's
17-year-old
insane.
girl.
That is yo.
Well,
Imagine
when it talks about tattoo, you really
Yeah.
need to think about that.
Oh my god. Oh. Why'd you look at your tattoo? Why'd you look at your tattoo? No.
Because my tattoo was an intrusive thought. Okay. And so, continuing with the story,
Right.
her mom took her to the appointment. So, I never dated her until she was 18.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was a little crazy. But a old guy just dates like a fresh 18-year-old? It is
It is worrisome, isn't it?
I mean, in the law, it's like,
You know, this is where the whole I hate talking about this, but because I don't know I never know what to say to these people because some of my friends or acquaintances have asked me, why is it messed up for me to date a 17-year-old if no bear with me. Why is it messed up for me to date a 17-year-old if by tomorrow, if tomorrow's their 18th birthday, it's no longer wrong?
oh my God. Oh my God, what kind of mindset is that?
That's what I'm saying. Cause like that's what I'm saying. It's
So
a
you're
little
just-
worrisome still because, dude. Why are you looking for younger people always? Why
I
are you
know,
looking for people
right?
that are always at
I
the age
mean-
of 18 as if, oh my God, they're ripe. It's time to attack. That's grooming. That's what
It is
grooming is.
I mean, people does not unlock knowledges when they come to a certain age. We're not characters in a game. Just because we've reached this kind of certain age, we're not gonna after the day we like, oh, I'm gonna wake up 18. Oh my God, I learned so much things.
That's so
like,
true. That's so true.
Unlocks a certain knowledge in here, right?
Yeah. Also
And-
experiences in life. Let them be children. Let them
Actually-
be teens. Let them
actually,
enjoy with people their
even
own
20-year-olds.
age. Like it's insane to me.
It is. So going back to the story,
Right.
I know this will seem ridiculous, either a disgrace or too good to be true, depending on your point of view, but if you've spent time there, you'll know that this is entirely normal for teen girl to date someone in their 50s or beyond. Damn, an 18-year-old girl dating a 50-year-old guy? No one cares, no one think it's weird in the least. You won't get funny looks. It just is how it is. The oldest girl I dated there was 20 years younger than me, and the youngest was 40 years younger.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's just the story. The oldest girl I dated there was 20 years younger than me.
Bestie.
So to think that maybe he's around 60 years old?
Bestie.
What?
No.
Yeah, but to think about 40 years younger?
Bestie.
That's really messed up. It is really messed up.
Besties, what are you doing? What are they
Let's see.
doing? But let's talk about this same story, but let's talk about like in the parents' perspective, for example.
Okay.
We're not parents. We're not.
We aren't. We're far to being.
We're far,
Yeah,
far from
yeah,
being
yeah, yeah.
parents. However,
However,
let's try and imagine that we have a child,
okay.
and this child wants
Like
to
we
date.
have the same child?
We could have different children, Josh. If that makes you comfortable, damn. We have a child.
Okay.
And this child wants to date someone that is way older. How would you feel about that?
It really
Knowing
just
what you know right now, let's say they're at like at an okay age, not an okay age. Let's say they're like they're 18, 19.
18 or 19?
Yeah.
No.
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 Point blank period.
You could date like your age.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could just date old guys when you're financially stable.
Uh-huh.
That's for me though.
Speaking, yeah. No. Same. Oh, completely
Same.
agree. 100%.
Completely agree,
No,
right?
I'm just thinking.
I mean, I mean, for me, my thought is when you're young. I mean, just be young.
Yeah.
Be like explore.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the days of being a child because you're gonna be child once.
Now let's put ourselves on on the shoes of like people that have no choice. Like we did in the beginning. Would you still be that adamant?
Maybe we're like poor.
Yeah. Would you still be like hard no, hard pass?
If I would say the right answer, I would say no.
Yeah.
But if I would be
Because we never know until we're
we never know
until
when we're in that kind of situation. But practicality, I would say like I would really say yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, this is to show you. You never know. You never know what you'll say yes to until you're in the situation.
In that kind of situation, you
However.
just really like it's kind of a leap of faith that you need to do.
Yeah. However, if you are, maybe trust the process. Trust the process and just work hard. Trust the process.
Yeah.
Don't fall into this whole, oh, let me do it the easy way. The easy
Yeah.
way is great. The easy way is quick. It's fast.
Yeah,
But
there are
you'll
certain-
regret
certain-
it quicker.
Yeah, there are certain circumstances that you will regret after.
It's not a smart decision if it's messing up your future. Because it
Actually.
might feel good now. You might have all of the good things, nice things now. However, later on, it's just it messes with you. You start getting depressed because you're like, I don't really love this person, and then you start cheating because maybe you found someone that you actually want to be with,
Actually.
and you cannot unshackle yourself from like that financial situation because you're old now. Let's say you didn't study because this person had your back. You don't have a degree. You have no financial backing. You cannot do anything that will support your needs that have been supported because it's hard. It's hard to
Yeah,
go
it-
from
it's-
I had everything to, oh, maybe I should conserve energy or maybe I should start thinking about what I'm going to eat next week. It's hard to go from having everything to having nothing.
Actually.
And so it's okay to grow slow. It's
It
okay
is.
to do.
Life is not a race.
It is not a race. Everything at your own pace,
Yeah.
really and truly. But do comment down below, or if this is on Spotify, let us know on our social media platform. Do you want to talk about your social media platforms
Yeah.
where they can reach out to us?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can text us
Message
or
us on
DM us
Twitter.
on Twitter.
Instagram.
Tell us about your ideas on Twitter and your experiences on Twitter. You can talk to us on Instagram at Melly__CHI.
And mine is at Josh Galero.
And we can read some of your comments and maybe we can talk about your stories later on in the future. But yeah, basically that's it. Do you have anything else?
Well, I was trying to ask you
Right.
how about Did you answer the question? Like,
What?
what about you? You are the parent in that kind of situation? Because I
I
think
would
I was the
say
one who was
no.
answering it.
Yeah, you did answer it, but I said I agreed. I said absolutely not. I don't think I would, I'm not a parent, but if I were to have a child, which I don't think I'll have a biological one, but if I am to have any type of child, I don't think I would advise them because they'll do whatever they want to do at the end of the day. I think I wouldn't advise them to rush into anything,
Actually,
and I'm gonna work twice as hard to give them everything they need so they don't have to rush into
yeah.
everything.
And for me, I mean, if I would have a child, if God would bless me a child,
Yeah.
I would totally teach them. Oh, you should enjoy this kind of situations. You
Yeah.
should enjoy school activities, extracurriculars.
Yeah.
Yeah, if maybe you want to have this kind of relationship, then go. But not that kind of certain man who like is way older, like your grandpa or some sort.
Dude, like, isn't that weird?
It is very weird.
A little weird to you
Like
guys.
for
I'm
me,
not here to judge, but I'm a little bit. Just I'm
we
judging.
are no, we are here
We're
to judge.
judging. Okay, just a little bit, bestie. Like,
Not a little like this kind of big.
oh, like this much. Yeah.
Mhm,
So
we're gonna judge. Yeah, but
speaking
for
of being parents, you want to have biological children or no?
any kind of children,
Yeah.
yeah.
How many though?
Maybe 2 or 3 is my limit.
You want to have 3 children?
Yeah, it's nice to have around like little spawn of evil going around in
Not
the
the
house.
spawn of evil. So you know you're evil.
I mean, everyone has their good and evil side.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay. I
yeah.
see. Where do you want to live though?
Where do I want to live? I
Yeah,
want to
where do
live
you
in
want
Canada.
to raise them? You raise them there?
Maybe.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, but as a parent, I would really teach them everything that about the experience.
Yeah.
I would, and about, I mean, to be, sorry for the type of word. I would not teach them to be, I would not teach them abstinence. I would really teach them everything so that they could learn, they could experience this kind of stuff, so that when it comes to being by themselves, they know what to do.
You wouldn't teach them abstinence.
I would not teach them abstinence,
Very interesting.
but not but on a certain age.
What age is that, if you don't mind?
Not minor.
So like 18.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That is very interesting. You know, I find that very interesting because, like, in my, I don't know if it's my culture or just my family.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we even talk about like sex. Not, I don't think. I know that we do not talk about like sex openly.
Mm-hmm.
Sexuality is a very taboo thing. Like no one
See?
even approaches. Because everyone's just like, ooh, we can't even dare to talk about that. And so from periods to reproduction to this and that, all came from school. Some of it came from, home, but it wasn't a comfortable conversation. It was always very awkward, very tight, very, ooh, I don't know how to explain this to her. Ooh, it's very awkward. So it's very good that you're like open to,
I want to do that. I want them to be comfortable because those are normal things.
It is normal.
Yeah.
At a certain age.
At a certain age.
Yeah.
But gradually,
Yeah.
I want to like teach them how to, so that they could avoid the bad things.
But teaching them abstinence isn't bad. It's like saying, hey, I don't think getting into a sexual relationship with someone right now is the best option because of diseases, because of how I believe that when you sleep with someone, you're connected to this person,
Yeah.
right?
But
Yeah.
this is why protection are there.
True. You're head bent on teaching them, huh? You really don't want
I mean, they're fresh. They have like it's gonna be their experience.
and they're
I
gonna
want
do
them
it
to
anyways.
explore.
Yeah.
I want my children to be like open.
Aha.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that you they I mean, you could talk to them about certainly everything
Yeah.
that they cannot it could be they wouldn't be awkward about certain type of topics, you know.
But do you think when you do that, they'll be a little too free? Like, as in, they will not have. Because, like, it's good to have boundaries.
Yeah, it's good to have boundaries,
Yeah.
but I just want them to have this kind of knowledge.
No, they'll have the knowledge, but then if you create if you create offspring and you do not give them boundaries, sexual boundaries, they might end up doing something horrible.
Yeah,
In the
but I'm just
future.
gonna teach them at a certain age.
You can still make mistakes at an old age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's their life. They should I know,
I like this.
they should prepare for the consequences.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Life hasn't not has I know. Life isn't perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want to experience them. I let them experience so that they could like pass it on.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because street smart is also very important. Yeah. And I see this is very far from our topic.
Super far.
Super far.
But I just like chit chatting.
Yeah.
You don't like chit chatting with me? Damn.
Yeah.
Also, I think our time's almost over, anyways. Not
No,
almost
it's not.
over.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions that you want to ask me that are regarding the topic then? Or off topic? It doesn't matter. Since it's the
I
first
would want-
episode, we're supposed to like help them get to know us anyways.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
So about the get to know us, so I would want to know about the certain experiences that you have. Did you date like old guys?
I think the oldest I've dated was 30.
How old are you?
25. 24. Look at me, 25. I heard you say 25. 24.
24? Also recently.
You said, how old are you?
No, how old
Was I?
were you?
There we go.
Okay, sorry. My English is not my first language.
Well, then, back then I was what? I think then I was like 19 and he was 28.
9 years of gap? 19, 20, 21, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 years. Is that? See? And now you're preaching that.
Yeah, because I'm grown and I know better.
Okay.
It's okay to evolve.
Okay, but would you like tell us about that experience? This is a podcast. You could share.
It is a podcast.
And
It
this
is
is
a
our
podcast.
topic.
It wasn't very much a. How do I explain this? It was.
What?
It wasn't a date. It wasn't like date. Like I didn't date him.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
when I went on a few dates and I spoke to this person.
to this 28-year-old guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was 27 though. But yeah, 20. I'm saying, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You don't know the age. Interesting.
I wasn't okay, sir. Anywho's. It wasn't dating, but I spoke to this person for quite a long.
So
for
it
a
was
while.
a fling
It wasn't a fling. It wasn't a fling.
situationship.
Probably that.
Mm.
Probably that.
So what were you doing?
Nothing. What does that mean?
What were you doing, both of you? Like, what's your go-to? Like, you know.
That's what I said. It was talking. I was talking to this person.
What
I
was
got
the
to
reason
know
you-
this person for
what-
a while.
For a while.
For
Just
short
talking?
amount. Yes, for a short amount of time, and that was it. Would
I
you
can
like
see
to know
through your
something else?
eyes
What can you see?
that you're lying.
No,
Let's
I'm an
see.
open book.
It's okay.
It's true. Anyone that knows me knows that I am an open book. Look at his eyes. I am an open book.
Look at my eyes.
Why aren't they focusing on you?
I
Ask me
don't know.
questions.
Look at my eyes. See, I'm an open book.
This is a podcast. Speak to me.
Yeah.
What other questions do you have to ask me?
How many old guys did you date?
Oh my God. First of all, that's very ageist. Second of all,
It's because
I think it was just like I said, the gap is always within
10 years.
Yeah, or less.
Okay.
And so I have not been in a relationship with anyone that was over 5 years. Yeah, because I've only had like 3 boyfriends.
Okay.
And so I've never been in a relationship with anyone that was like over 5 years of
Okay.
gap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Touche. Touche.
Do you have any other questions for me?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
How about you? Do you have a questions for me?
I do. How many guys have you dated that have been surprisingly older? I'm not saying acceptable gap. I'm saying surprisingly older.
Surprisingly older?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. 1.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the age gap?
Around. I was 18.
Ooh.
He was 30 plus. I'm not sure. I think he was 32 at that time.
And you're okay with this? Or did he like disclose later on? You knew.
Yeah.
Were you okay with it?
Yeah, actually, because I wanted to date old guys.
You wanted to date older men?
Yeah.
Why?
I have daddy issues.
Oh, that is perfect. Fantastic. Tell me how that works.
Daddy issues?
Yeah.
Daddy issues are is like it's basically me not growing with the father.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so this is kind of bad.
So you
This-
seek validation in like older
Yeah.
paternal figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel safe.
You feel safe.
Yeah.
So do you find yourself doing that now?
Well, now no.
Not really.
I've learned. I want to when I want to date it's between 10-year gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, people evolve. We evolve.
I'm sorry. Why are you saying C as if I was judging you? There's no judgment
Yeah.
here.
Girl, the way you was looking at me. So yeah. Did you have fun talking about this episode?
I had a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, I have a lot of knowledge also.
I was a little nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a little nervous because this is our first episode. And so if we're a little uptight, if we feel a little stiff, because me and Bestie are not like this. We're a little more, out
Yeah.
there, like a little yes. And so, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
I think
Recap?
it was a good, amazing.
Do you want to give us a quick recap on like the episode, basically?
Yeah, and for this episode, we talked about like old men dating younger women,
Right.
and then like buying their families out, and it's not good. And then we also talked about Filipino women dating an old man
Yeah.
in other countries just to have something so that they could stay and then get out of that kind of situation. And, just anything about the age gap. Yeah. That when you want to date old guys or old person, for us, it's like we need to have this kind of boundaries. We need to have this kind of limit that it's within the 10-year age radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's our next episode gonna be?
Our next episode is about toxic masculinity.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
I love
that's
this
an
one.
interesting topic.
I love this one. Here's why. I love this one so much because I feel like people hear toxic and masculinity in the same sentence and they go, oh my God, here come haters. Here come man haters again. Here come people that want to judge and do this and that. Toxic masculinity has nothing to do with us judging you, men. cisgender man.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from generations of paternal figures or fathers or
Yeah.
parents that
That's
have taught
has to
their
act in a certain way.
right, that have taught their children
Mm-hmm.
to feel more manly or be more
Yeah.
manly or be harsh. Because I even saw a comment. Oh my god, it was so terrible. There's this what is it called? The K-pop singer, a guy who has a very deep voice.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is, but I'm obsessed with his voice. His voice is super deep,
Super deep,
and
but
he has like makeup on, right?
Okay.
Like a shit ton of makeup.
okay.
On the comment section, I saw a woman say, "Why?" I think I took a screenshot of it. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
Oh my God. But about toxic masculinity, I
Yeah.
really want to tackle this about
tackle
is because uh it's basically about stereotyping, and I really hate stereotyping. Certainly about men, about LGBT people,
Yeah.
about women, you
Did I
know.
send it to you? Let me see if I sent it to
Yeah.
you. Let me see if I sent it to you. I don't know if I sent it to you or not.
So yeah,
Yeah, but basically we're going to talk about toxic
Toxic
masculinity
masculinity.
and how you guys do not have to act all manly just to prove
That
your
you're manly.
manlyhood. Please. This
Okay.
is not the olden days. Grow. Jesus.
Actually. So we want to thank our sponsors.
Oh my god, thank you so much,
Thank you
sponsors.
so much, sponsors.
Who are the sponsors?
Top Home Suite, Undocs.
Thank you,
Thank you
Undocs.
very much, Undocs. MW Cash.
I love MW Cash.
Yes.
Thank you, MW Cash.
you
MW
very
Cash really
much.
be plugging us real, like, it's really good. Thank you so
It is
much.
very good. So yeah, this is once again, this is Joshi.
This is Melly Chi. I can't find the screenshot. I'm sorry. I was looking for the screenshot.
Don't bother about the screenshot.
I'm sorry. Go. This is who?
This is Joshi.
This is Melly Chi.
And now we have served the tea.
Ooh. Cling. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Mwah.
Bye.
Sinech ite.